So for seated, knee, external rotation, pails and rails. You always want to make sure that you do your knee cars first, and then from a seated position, if I demo with my left leg, I'm going to lift my foot up, make sure the upper part of the leg doesn't move, and I'm going to bring my knee into external rotation. So I'm going to drive my foot out towards the left. Make sure this is coming from the shin and not your ankle. So I'm going to bring it into end range of external rotation, place the foot back down. I tend to get more of a stretch here if I take my foot slightly behind the knee, so in a little bit more of knee flexion, but there's no kind of wrong or right as to where this needs to be. Then I'm going to take my knee, so making sure the foot stays flat, I'm going to take my knee and just slightly pull it away, so away from the direction of the toes. So I just bow that stretch a little bit, and you should be feeling a stretch on the inside of that leg, up towards the inside of the knee. So we're going to hold this stretch first. When we're looking for more range of motion, we need to hold the stretch for a good kind of 90 seconds to 2 minutes first. So just relax the breathing, hold this stretch, try not to come out of this position. Don't let that foot roll or the ankle roll, so the foot stays nice and flat on the floor. Then when we're ready to start, our Pails contraction is we're going to drive that foot down into the floor. So first of all, we want a nice amount of pressure behind that foot. So we're going to drive the foot down into the floor, and then keeping that knee where it is, we're going to try to turn that foot back towards a neutral position. So back towards kind of 12 o'clock. So I'm going to drive it down first, get that tension up the leg, and then I'm going to try to turn that foot back to a more neutral position. Build up that intensity, and we can hold for any time between kind of 5 or 6 seconds up to 30, 40 seconds. If we're looking for increasing range of motion, we do want to go for max effort sets. So we're looking at no more than 6 to 8 seconds of a Pails contraction, and the same for a rails contraction. So once we finished our Pails contraction of trying to drive that foot and turn it towards neutral, we then go into our rails contraction of trying to do the opposite. So now I'm trying to drive my foot or my shin bone, my knee, into more external rotation. So I'm going in the opposite direction, still driving that foot down, and I'm going to try to turn it more towards the left. Don't let that knee drift back over, otherwise you're going to lose that stretch. So just to recap, we hold the stretch first. We drive that foot down and back towards the other foot for our Pails contraction. And then immediately after we go rails, where we're trying to turn it into more external rotation. Now, once you finish your contraction on both sides, we just hold that stretch, relax the breathing, and then I always lock that work in with some capsule cars. So again, find your end, fight for more, getting those capsule cars in to really lock that work in of the knee. So that's knee external rotation, Pails and rails from a seated position.